2K Sports pregame show.
Thanks for joining us. The NBA on 2K Sports, rolling right along. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. The regular season starting to wind down. And our coverage tonight at the American Airlines Center, where the Dallas Mavericks will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. Coming down the stretch, a number of teams on the playoff bubble. Shaq, what can they do to close out strong?
Well, volume, not just every game. You have to value.
Assembled at the American Airlines Center looking for a Mavericks win here in downtown Dallas. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And before we... Well, in this game today, it's all about court spacing, DA. Thanks for the report. Brent, we've got great front courts in this matchup. Since you played, both forward positions have evolved and become a little bit different.
You ever think, Kevin, about some of the great players in the 80s and 90s that had the skill set to do some of the things that we're asking of today's players?
Good point.
That might have been great. And I'm thinking like guys like Detlef Schrempf that were out there and doing things where people said, there's a 6'11 guy getting away with that. Well, now every 6'11 guy is getting away with those skills.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, Love is the four with Thompson in the middle. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Sexton. And it's Osman in at the three. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
You look at the roster turnover that the Cavs have had the last few seasons. A lot of trades made, some hits and some misses. And you know the front office is willing to make some deals to try to get this train back on the right track.
Pass to Sexton. 5 to shoot. It's not going to go for him. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Releases. Got it. Nice one there from Ray.
Always positive when you're a willing passer, and that is the case for Smith. Terrific at sharing with his teammates.
Clarkson kicks to Sexton. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Feeds to Love. And Jordan sends it back.
You have to throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
Smith with it. Coming off a solid outing against Denver. It's Jordan on the wing. Stolen away. Now, here's Sexton. Guarded closely. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
And because of the combination of strength and blazing speed, Sexton can get to the line at a high rate.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. He almost led them to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights. Brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
The shot's good from Ray.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Clarkson kicks to Love.
taking it out on the rim a little bit there.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Here's Ray. The shot will not fall. Good D by Thompson. Here's Osman. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Here's the pass to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Over Doncic. Again, the Cavaliers score.
That's a nice touch from Kevin Love. When he's deep inside like that, he's adept at guiding those shots home with a soft touch.
Ray the pass to Jordan. And here is Doncic. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
When the whistle blows on the backcourt violation, he went over and back. Here's prime time. He's covered by Clarkson. Ray the pass to Smith. He feeds it to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, I don't think he shot more than 10 shots outside the paint the last few years, so dunking is what he does.
First quarter play, just over 3.5 minutes in. And Love gets it to go. Here's Smith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Ray the pass to Smith. Dishes it to Doncic. Passes it to Barnes. Here's prime time. He's another guy now had a stellar performance in that win against Denver. 2 on the clock. Doncic, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And it's blocked by Ray, and they get it back. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen. You just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Now, here is Smith. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. No good from Ray.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. You're not going to miss those all that often.
Sexton gets hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Ray. Jordan kicks to Doncic. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Love from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Love's got 9 points.
That's a huge part of Love's game right now. A catch-and-shoot player. He has great confidence in that shot.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
You know, watching Kevin Love, he's really got a ton of tools at his disposal offensively. We know he can shoot it. We know he can post it, but his off-ball movement has also improved. Love has molded himself into a dynamic scorer.
Now Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Good D by Thompson.
And I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
Pass to Sexton. Love outside. A beautiful reverse layup. 11 points in the game. And with Love and his offensive game, he has even started getting more scores off of cuts.
Yeah, Love has a good sense of timing on when a lane will open up, and often will get matched up with a defender that just isn't as quick as he is. And when everything is clicking for him, he can light it up in the corner, as we've seen in the past. How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Nancy's checked in for the Cavaliers. Hill comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Outside Hill. To the inside. Terrific assist finish. Solid play all around.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Ray the pass to Jordan. It's good. Jordan's got his second basket of the night.
That's some big boy stuff from DJ. He likes the chance to finish through contact.
Hill left side. Now here's Sexton, covered by Smith. Mans finds Hill. Sexton with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Orlando.
Doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And here's Sexton. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Kicks it to Nance. Hill has the open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Ray. Knocks down the three ball. Time's got his third basket of the night.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Hill passes to Thompson. Here's Osman. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Nowitzki comes in for Doncic. And Barea subbed in for Smith. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Sexton. Here's Primetime, covered by Smith. They the pass to Barnes. Jordan inside. It's up against Thompson. Nowitzki for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
And Nowitzki is one of the deadliest shooters of all time. Every time he lets it go from deep, you just get the feeling it's going in.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. This time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
Measuring, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Matthews comes in for Barnes. With the fadeaway. No good from Ray. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Matthews against Korver. Now here is Hill. 17 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Inside, here's Ray. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Cleveland, trailing by 4. So nice passing by Cleveland here. Nance dishes to Smith. Mavericks with the rebound. Matthews, no one around him. Again, the Mavericks score.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now Smith, looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Count it. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
They are maybe leaking out just a little bit, so has a strong sense of where to run to get the score.
Here's Primetime, covered by Smith. No good from Ray. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Korver kicks to Nance. And Hill has it in the corner. Takes the 13-footer. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Good use of recognizing space and getting to the mid-range from George Hill.
Here's the pass to Barea. Over in the corner, Matthews. 1:12 left to play here in the first. Again, the Mavericks score.
Maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
1:04 left to play in the first. Smith outside. Nance with it. He had 13 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the court, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's Primetime, covered by Smith. Good at the shot. 13 points for Primetime.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Thompson outside. Shot clock at 5. Smith outside. No good from outside. After Ray. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Nance. For Dallas, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Left side, Korver shoots over Matthews. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. Now in the later stages of his career, Dirk Nowitzki talked about how special he feels marching his way up the all-time scoring leaderboard.
You know his money like Michael Dirks?
Makes you reflect, milestones always make you reflect on everything. I've been really blessed.
And it's clear, GA, that Dirk still enjoys playing the game and training buckets in a variety of ways.
You can't deny his legacy. Arguably the best 7-foot shooter in the history of our game, which is why he's so high up on that leaderboard.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, that prevented some points, didn't it? Also, how you have that intimidation factor going early on. You wonder if in the fourth quarter they'll think back to the first.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. George Hill out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Korver in at the 3 slot. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Primetime in the last game against the Nuggets was tremendous. He finished with 48 points, and as always, was at the defensive end as well. He blocked a lot of shots. Very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. You know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. But we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one.
And doing a much better job from 3-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Barea. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. And you look at J.J. Barea and how he's played over the years. Has always been a spark plug for a team off the bench. It just plays with energy and creativity no matter the situation.
Now he's checked in for Dallas. The switch here also for Cleveland. Love check in for Thompson. In the corner, Nance with it. Nowitzki with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. side, Hill. Now here is Smith. He's guarded by Ray. The drive by Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Measuring with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Smith's running. Cranes the jumper to finish the break. Smith's got 11 points in the quarter.
The defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
Love the pass to Hill. Doubled by Ray. And Jordan sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Korver against Barnes. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
The defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Hill against Smith, and it's Hill penetrating. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. A chance to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Mavericks.
And most of the damage being done by the backcourt. They've leaned on their guards big time, and the plan has worked to perfection. The small ball approach has been the way to go.
And Cleveland turns it over again. Some terrific new faces in the league, and as we have about a month left to play in this season, what better time than now to see who has stood out and shown they have the skill and talent to take home the Rookie of the Year award. You look at primetime all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now. Could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
Me too. And it's the way that he's just sustained his level of play for the entire season. So consistent. No major peaks, no huge valleys. That's pretty impressive stuff and heady stuff from a rookie. And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Wow. Just shocked that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
Hill kicks to Thompson. Smith against Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Love with a wide open look. 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Dallas. They're on a 13-5 run. Fires from the wing. They get it back. Smith with a wide open look. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 14 points for Dennis Smith.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
And it's Smith penetrating, and Thompson gets it to go.
Not easy to prevent Tristan Thompson from scoring in that position. You got to try to body him up.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Unloads from 13. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Thompson dishes to Korver. This one for 3. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Here's primetime, covered by Smith. The shot's good from Ray.
And then those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Hill up top. Tries from 16. No good on the shot. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in command with the 6. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but
no man can touch. I've been going ham like I'm playing in the clutch. Got the car reset back. Relax is acting up. Been this place since a pup. You can't even get it. So if you acting different, then you get it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from primetime.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
Well, I think big guys like to affect shots, but big guys love to send shots into the third row. That's an intimidating battle.
Before is Barnes with Jordan as the 5. On Game time is out there with Dennis Smith. And it's Doncic in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. First one falls for. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
They throw you off. They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little side step.
And James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. And the rejection by Jordan. Doncic passes to Ray. And he takes him away. Montime's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. 22 points for Love.
Kevin Love can score from everywhere, and it's hard to figure out a way right now for this defense to slow him down.
Nobody near Barnes. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Osman, covered by Barnes. Osman kicks to Love. Over Doncic. Shot's good from Love. Love's got 24.
Yeah, pretty much lost there defensively. Maintaining his textbook form, Kevin Love spots up and knocks it down.
Dallas moving it around. They the pass to Barnes. Good D by Love.
Lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
It's stolen by Smith. Pass to Ray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Mavericks were ecstatic, and Dennis Smith Jr. fell to them with the 9th pick of the 2017 draft. For a team in need of athleticism and size at the point guard and a hand-and-glove fit, the 6'3" Smith has a 48-inch vertical, one of the highest ever measured.
A terrific young player, an elite NBA athlete. David, that's for sure. Good stuff. Thanks.
One shot.
Clarkson, it's interesting for him. He's not really a point guard and not really a shooting guard, so trying to find ways to stay in the game and stay aggressive and do whatever's asked of him to earn minutes.
Jordan. Time pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Jordan's got 8.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness, zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Timeout called. Cleveland 6.
And though some were skeptical of the contract Harrison Barnes signed, he's lived up to it. And not an elite player yet, but is emerging on a franchise caliber level and continues to improve and is strong and consistent really on both ends of the floor.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. Clarkson kicks to Love. Back to Clarkson, and stolen by Jordan. Here's Doncic. He trains the quick shot. 6 points for him.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Pass to Osman. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Sexton the pass to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Love. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Mavericks leading by 19 points. Ray the pass to Barnes. Smith outside. Over Sexton. And it's Smith missing. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Picked his pocket. Here's Ray. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Quick break in the action. Let's check out the fiercest shot swatters in the league. You look at primetime. Fierce inside defender. Tops in the NBA in blocks.
What an intimidator he is in the paint. I mean, he's shot to the top of that leaderboard, and nobody feels comfortable putting a shot up around him right now.
First free throw is good. With today's superstars often joining forces, Brent, we hear some retired legends saying they wanted to beat their rivals, not join their rivals. What do you think?
I saw a lot of joining going on from some of the guys who make those comments, Kevin. So that sort of stuff just eludes me as to where it's coming from. This league has always been dominated by teams that have at least two, if not three, upper echelon players that end up winning titles. So it's happening now. It happened then. It will continue to happen.
He gets it in there.
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And here's Sexton. He's got 6. To the inside. And the jam by Larry Nance.
This is a nice connection with Larry Nance Jr. Throw it his way. He'll take care of the rest.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Here's primetime. He's covered by Clarkson. The shot's good from Ray.
As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
It's stolen. The feed now to Nowitzki. The pass to Ray. Pass to Kleba. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Just 5 to shoot. No good from Ray. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Osman kicks to Sexton. Launches it. The putback, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's primetime. Outside Matthews. No good on the 3. Now, here's Sexton. He's got 6. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. It's stolen by Nance. Knocks it loose. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Ray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Clarkson. He's putting up about 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Osman. Smith comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Hill in for Sexton.
Here's a look at numbers for prime time. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. Tops in scoring, first in blocks, and he's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Those hands are like meat hooks. Not much gets by him.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. side, Hill. Six on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And here's a look now at the last few months of assist numbers for him.
One aspect of his game that's suffered the past few months has been his passing. He hasn't shown that same creativity with the basketball that we'd seen from him earlier in the season, and his assists are way down because of it.
Measuring, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Here's prime time, covered by Smith. Ray the pass to Berea, and he gets it to go. Berea's got his second basket of the night.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Hill finds Korver, trying to find Smith. He's got it now. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Dallas has gone 5-9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Baseline try. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 11 rebounds in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the call will be against Primetime. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Here's Smith. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that.
Well, JR's such a strong guard that time, scoring through contact. Always hungry to do so.
Here's Primetime. He's got 34. Here's Berea. Softly touched in the foot. Berea's got 6 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Hill kicks to Thompson. To the middle. Changes up. It's tipped. Now Matthews. 9 points in the game so far. And Berea has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Hill. Now Cleveland moving it up. Korver with the ball. Smith with a wide open look. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Fantastic pass from Korver there to a teammate who was left all alone, seeing the court well.
Made the pass to Measuring. Count it. Good. Measuring's got his first basket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Hill to the paint. Rejected by Nowitzki. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Ray. And that one comes up a bit short. Cleveland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Like to see George Hill distribute to his teammates a heads-up play there.
Here's Ray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. J.R. Smith picks one up. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic comes in for J.J. Berea.
Now, you look at George Hill's game, and he doesn't wow you in any way, but he's a complete basketball player. Strong outside shooter, but might be most valuable defensively. Often regarded as one of the best defensive guards in the league.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Hill. And the call will be against Primetime. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw. For Cleveland, they have gone 4. Dallas has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And with Hill and his defense, perhaps what is best about it is that he can guard Greg both guard positions, and that makes him valuable.
Yeah, and that flexibility gives a coach and his lineup so much leeway. Hill has a great wingspan, about 6'9", and can be very disruptive defensively. Very good at fighting through screens to stick with his assignments as well.
So on the floor for Cleveland, the forwards are Osman and Love. George Hill out there with Jordan Clarkson, and it's Thompson in at the center filling out the middle. Dallas, no good that time either. And here's Cleveland. Knocks it loose. Clarkson surveying the floor. Hill against Berea. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hill finds Clarkson. Puts it up from 17. Cleveland with the rebound.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
Rain. It's good. Big play set up by Berea. Time's got 38 points.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.